Yo, we are back with another video. What is up, guys? This is Kyle Can, and today I'm going to be showing you my Bestial Rock Slinger build. Now, this is probably one of my most favorite builds in the game. It just does great damage, and it's just overall fun to use. And as you've probably guessed, we're going to be running just primarily Bestial Incantations. Now, Bestial Incantations can be unlocked by turning in Death Roots into the Beast Clergyman, which I will cover later on in the vid. But the main skill we're going to be running for damage is the Stone of Garank. Now, like I said, it does great damage, it has pretty good range, and most of the time you're going to be starting and ending your fights with this skill alone. So for our incantations, we're going to be running Golden Vow, gives us a buff to our attack and defense, pop this before every fight. Garank's Beast Claw, this is our ranged attack and trash killer. Stone of Garank, Bestial Vitality, and Bestial Sling. So for your trash and mob killer, we're going to be using Garank's Beast Claw. It's a pretty good incantation, has a bit of a long startup, so you're going to have to pre-position yourself before using this, and it has a bit of range to it as well. But if you don't want to use that, we also have Bestial Sling. It's really good incantation, comes out very fast, has a little bit of range, but it doesn't really go that far. If you need to do damage right away, this is the incantation you want to go to. It's a good alternative to the Garank's Beast Claw if you don't want to use that. Alright, so for our equipment, we're going to be running the Cicada. It's a pretty good weapon. Comes with a B rank in scaling for strength and a D rank in scaling for dexterity. And it doesn't really require much to use since you only need about 10 strength and 10 dex to use this weapon. But as you can see, if you check the description, short sword given to the high-ranking clergyman of the Farum Azula raises the potency of bestial incantations. Now, this is going to be important since it's going to boost our damage for our skills, and it comes with the skill Quick Step, which is fairly useful. You know, lets you maneuver around a bit. You know, help you dodge. And we're going to be running that along with the Claw Mark Seal. Now, the Claw Mark Seal, it also has a B rank in scaling for strength, but also a B rank in scaling for faith. And the attributes required is only 4 strength and 10 faith, so you can equip this early on. And the passive effect boosts bestial incantations, so that's further upping our damage. So Cicada in the right hand, Claw Mark Seal in the left hand. Now, you can get your hands on a Claw Mark Seal by turning in Death Roots to the Beast Clergyman. I'll leave a link in the description on where you can find all Death Root locations, and I'll also leave a link on where you can find the Cicada. Now, for the armor, there's no reason why I'm wearing this armor. I just thought the look fit the build quite well, but it's more personal preference, really. Now, for the talismans, we're going to be running the Shard of Alexander, which will greatly boost the attack power of our skills. Flock's Canvas Talisman greatly raises the potency of our incantations. Now, this works really well with Golden Vow, since Golden Vow is an incantation that buff our damage. So this raising the potency of Golden Vow will in turn give us a bigger buff from Golden Vow whenever we pop it. And we're going to be running Radagon Icon, which shortens the spell casting time. Now, don't let this description fool you because this also applies to incantations, and we do have a couple of skills that have a bit of a startup, so it will help with that. And last but not least, we'll be running the Ritual Sword Talisman, which raises the attack power of our health when we're, raises our attack power when our health is at maximum. Now, this will not be hard to do since this build requires you to be at a distance when we spam our incantations. And on top of that, we have the Bestial Vitality, which will constantly regen our health if we get clipped or take damage. Okay, so for our stat, what we're gonna prioritize is pretty much just mind, endurance, strength, and faith. Now, of course, you're gonna want to put as much points into faith as you can while prioritizing your mind and endurance. Now, you want to have a lot of mind and endurance because the whole goal of this build is to spam your Stone of Garank. That is our boss killer incantation, and you're gonna want to have a lot of mind and the stamina to back it up. So having like let's say your mind and endurance within 10 or 5 levels within each other is and would be in the safe zone basically. But as long as you have a lot of mind and endurance, that's all that matters. You're gonna have to put some points into strength. I put it at 40 for the sake of my weapon and my seal. The Cicada and the Clawmark seal both have like a B rank in scaling for strength. So I just put 40 for the sake of those stats alone. You really don't need anything into dexterity though. Me personally, that's a personal preference, but you don't need to have like your dexterity like super fucking high or at all, for that matter. But it's up to you really. But yeah, just focus, faith, endurance, mind, and strength. Vigor, at least shoot for 35. You can put more into it if you want as you level up, but just put it up to a level that you are comfortable with. So going back to what I was saying about the Death Roots and the Beast Clergyman, if you're wondering about where you can find him, you'll come here on the map, come to the Bestial Sanctum that is located in Khalid. This is where you turn in your Death Roots. He'll give you your Bestial Incantations and your Clawmark Seal, and he'll also give you some Smithing Stones as well. So for our Wondrous Physics mix, we're going to be running the Stone Barb Crack tier. Makes our attacks more likely to break enemy stances and to mix physic. This is great for poise damage and just makes it a lot easier to stagger our enemies. And we're going to be running the Cerulean Hidden tier. Eliminates all FP consumption and mixed physic. So you pop this at the beginning of your fight. You'll have unlimited FP for just a short amount of time, but it's worth using since this build requires for you to spam your Stone of Garank. So your game plan for boss encounters is first you're going to want to pop your Mimic tier. Heal up. Pop your Golden Vow. Pop your Bestial Vitality. Then drink your Wondrous Physics. And from here on, you're just going to spam your Stone of Garank. Make sure you try to keep your distance from him. Now, don't do what I do and stand in the in the rot. Like, try to dodge the boss mechanics if you can. Get hurt, just heal back up to get your buff back up. And just keep spamming. Just let your Mimic tier tank the fight. And that's pretty much it. And that is the build, guys. I hope you enjoyed the vid. Now, if you're looking for a change of pace from the usual bleed or jump attack builds, I highly recommend giving Bestial Incantations a try. Drop a like and consider subscribing if you found this information helpful. It'll help the channel. And if you have any suggestions on how to make this build even stronger, leave it in the comments. I would highly appreciate it. And with that, I will catch you guys later.